Marathon morning. It's about 5 a.m. Time to get up.
Can it be English?
To be specific to visa so different some other
We're out here the night before marathon number 3, making spaghetti dinner, getting that carbo load up. If I don't run a killer time tomorrow because of this, I'm pissed.
Checking back in again. It's about 9 o'clock at night. I'm going to be going to bed soon, but before I went to bed, I wanted to do a little more video. Spent about 10 minutes stretching there, and now I'm going to finish the night off by doing a good old ice bath. So I don't think this is super necessary for anyone doing a marathon or even really racing, but it gives me a little placebo effect of sorts and makes me feel like I'm going to go faster the next day. So here we go. Grab my ice, go dump it in the very cold water that I have developed in my bathtub, and finish the night off with that. Catch you in the morning.
Time to get up, make some breakfast.
I always start every day by waking up and drinking a ton of water. For me, that's 32 ounces before I eat, and hopefully most days before I drink coffee.
Here's my first meal of the day. I'm eating it around 5:15 as I'm planning on running at 9, so I want to give myself as much time as possible. Good old oatmeal with all the ingredients here. Got the oatmeal finished up. Got some coffee. Meal one's good to go.
Morning of meal number 2. I have an apple, some nuts, some banana chips. It's about 7 o'clock. I'm wearing the same sweatshirt I've worn before every marathon so far. Good old Colts beat up one from 7th grade, and I have the same socks that I've worn for every marathon on. On our way back to Watertown right now to run marathon number 3. Keen and I running it back to like the first time we did it. Our plan is to run 13.1 out on the loose line trail and then turn around and go back.
Also, we're running it with nobody else out there.
Yep.
And zero adrenaline.
I'm starting to get a little
That's a little bit hyped, I guess.
up. Approximately 9:15, we're about to start. I personally don't have a ton of pre-race thoughts. I think a lot of mine are going to come during the race and afterwards. Do you have anything?
I have nothing in my head right now.
All right, let's get started then.
Yeah, we'll be turning around.
All right, just past mile 5. Sitting at about 45 minutes, right where we want to be. Keen, how you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good so far. Pretty good.
It's good. My legs are really heavy already, which is not good. Stomach's a little full of water. It'll probably just go away though. So far we're all right. Just hit 10, sitting at hour 28. I'm feeling all right. Still, thing is I don't feel much worse than I did at 5.
My legs are deteriorating.
Slowly.
You know, my ankles a little bit, my hips, my knees, but power through, feel good, for the most part.
Yeah, we get all the way up to Watertown this morning, and Keen goes, "Oh, dude, I forgot my running shoes."
That's right.
So, but he had to throw in an old pair. He's running a little differently than he's trained, but it happens.
Still out here.
Just about to the halfway mark, and we're gonna do it in about an hour 55.
Feeling pretty good. Breathe pretty good. My legs are starting to really feel it, but it's good. It's a grind. Keep going.
I'm excited to be done, but it's going quick, so. Deuces. Oh, you ran a little farther than me. I don't know about that. All right, time to head back. Let's see if we can keep the pace going under 4. I'm gonna think about marathon is that sure I'm halfway, but I know the second half it's gonna be way worse. The thing is though, it's just all about the mental grind. My legs felt the same the entire run. They really haven't gotten that much worse. They're about to get worse, but just gotta keep sticking with it and not think about it. Just knock off a mile at a time before you know it. You're at 26. Checking back in. Just about mile 15. It's night and day since the last time I shot a video. Again,
I'm losing it out here.
it's getting tough.
Fucks I can guess in my heart is a torch. I leave a lot of things out to be more. If I need a lobotomy, kill me before. If I hit the lottery, I'll at the store. There's way too much money for y'all to be poor. I gave it all, now it's time to restore my environment. Made me with death at the door. Maybe this on in the ring with a sword. Give up enough, I might get the rewards. What kind of life is it I'm moving towards? I just want to be happy before I'm a corpse. Celebrate pain and get popping like corpse. Almost went for Cobain, but it stopped in my course. It's all in my pride, let it ride in my core. I'd be a zombie if not for the Lord.
Marathon number 3, baby! Woo!
Marathon number 3 is officially done, and it feels so good.
Felt really terrible at first, and now it feels really good.
I didn't get a ton after roughly 13. We went out feeling really good and pretty much hit 13, and the second half didn't say a word to each other. I think I kind of started feeling really junky around 18, maybe.
Like, we got really quiet. I think it was around like 16 or so, 16,
Yeah.
17. So I remember thinking like all 11 miles left, and never had a good thought after that.
Yeah. And then 20, we saw Key's mom. We stopped for, I don't know, a minute and drank
minute and a
water
half.
and ate food.
Yeah.
And then we ended up finishing, and it was funny because up until pretty much 20, we were under 9 the entire time, and then our pace went to like 10. I walked a few times in that last 6 miles. We still did under 4, which is a good PR for me, but I think it could have gone better had I prepped a little bit better for it. I didn't eat at all during it, and I didn't really drink at all during it either. And it was hotter by, I would say, at least 20 degrees than we've ever done.
That was the hottest marathon. I was gonna make a comment on that. It's definitely the hottest marathon we've ever done.
We didn't have any spectators. There was not really any adrenaline because it wasn't a race day.
No.
All those factors, I think, played a little bit of a part, but at the same time.
Yeah.
And then we finished, and immediately I felt like trash. We then made the mistake of sitting on a park bench, and I understand now why after Twin Cities they have that long gate that
Walk like a mile.
you literally can't, you can't sit down until you walk about a mile. Which I understand because my legs are absolutely messed up right now. And then we went back to Keen's parents' house. I couldn't stand without being nauseous, and
Well,
how you were feeling.
Yeah, I got done with it, and I like everything started just like vibrating. Like my whole body was humming. I felt like I was gonna like levitate off the floor, honestly. And like my hands, like I lost feeling in my hands. I couldn't do anything with my hands. So my hands were just like stuck like this. And then I instantly just started feeling better after I started taking slower breaths. And I just eventually got feeling back. And then I was fine. We kind of slept a little bit, and then I woke up at one point and just yacked numerous times. But there was one session of yakking. Yeah, woke him up, and I felt pretty good since then.
Let's just say like top 3 takeaways. First, I need to get better at my pre-nutrition. The other thing is, and this could help with that, I need to fuel during these races because, especially when it's gonna be hot in the summer and we're doing long runs, I need to be drinking water and I need to be taking goop. And then lastly, I think that I just kind of took away the fact that I could have done that harder.
I agree with all those things. I guess I'll just say for my nutrition is I need to eat more. The second thing I'd say is definitely wear the right running shoes. Every part of my legs hurt so badly after probably like the 6th or 7th mile, I'd say. And 3, it is so hard to do this without like other people around, without like the hype of doing it.
Yeah.
And like I'm impressed that we ran that fast with just nobody there, honestly.
Yeah. One thing too, we did have his mom help us a lot. So if you're watching this right now, thank you again.
Shout out.
Do not go out and try to run a marathon without at least telling someone that you're doing it, because
and if that person's not going to be there, bring a water pack and
like the things that happened to us were post race, but we needed someone post race.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have been a lot. We could not have gotten into a car and driven after that. So maybe someday. Now we're heading back, and I'm going to stretch a lot when I get back to the cities. Go for at least a walk. I might try to run a mile. It's still up in the air just to loosen my body up a little bit. The legs are super tight. I'm feeling really good now already though.